Hey everyone, Jason Schappert here of MzeroA.com, and perhaps you've seen it. We're very blessed, very fortunate. We picked up a brand new, well, at least new to us, airplane, the Tecnam P2006T, and allows us to do some great multi-engine training. Ground school members, you're in for a treat. We have a brand new multi-engine ground school course coming very soon. I wanted to share with you a sneak peek. I'm flying with my good friend Tom, who's actually working on his multi, and wanted to check out the plane, check out just flying it and some basic single engine operations. This clip's a little bit longer than a typical MzeroA.com video, but I wanted to share it with you as a chance to see the new airplane, an airplane you're going to be seeing a lot of in upcoming videos, as well as give you a taste on what it's like to transition over to a multi-engine aircraft. What does a typical multi-engine lesson look like? Well, I'll share with you about 15 minutes of this lesson now.
So we've knocked out our cleared turns. He's our only traffic. He's a good distance away now. That's a 5-mile scale and he's gone, so he's plenty far away now. We're good with that. Let's go ahead and let's first things first, give me a steep turn to the left. Now we do need to slow this airplane down. So the hardest thing to do is slow this airplane down. We're doing 161 across the ground. We're indicating almost 140. I mean, it's just a fast airplane to slow down. So you're gonna have to bring that back a little bit. Maneuvering speed is 118 we want to slow down to. So we're going to really bring that power back. It's going to take 21 inches or so to really bring it on back.
All right, who's calling the car again, please?
There you go, great. Keep it synced up, though. And we're listening for a lot of that, too. We can't totally trust gauges. We're listening for a lot of that.
6 South City type aircraft.
All right.
462 Hotel Sierra, we're in SR22.
It's going to take a little bit of time to slow us on down, but it's going to. I mean, wait till we have to come in and land. You're descending and trying to slow to 122 to lower the gear. It's a hard little task. All right. We're just about there. We're at maneuvering speed now. Verify we're clear to the left. Clear left. All right, we are clear to the left. Go ahead and give me a turn, a nice steep turn out to the left now. Commercial pilot level, please.
So we have information echo. We're inbound for touching.
Good. Nice and coordinated coming on through. And it's a much different sight picture, you notice, too. And it's hard to keep her coordinated as well, isn't it? There you go. Good. That nose up just a hair. There you go. There you go. You can feel it now. It feels like we're back at the 172, right? There you go. A little bit.
Trying to get that there we go.
Yeah, still got a little bit of a sink going. You're going to need to give it a little bit of power, I think, here. Oddly enough, as crazy as that sounds, your maneuvering speed's great. You just got to remember what we're doing to our horizontal and our vertical components of lift. Oh, you're doing all right. It's such a different airplane, such a different sight picture to really get comfortable with.
Tower 460.
It's time.
Here we go, 15 degrees.
And right into one to the right. You're clear to the right.
Hotel Sierra, roger. You, full stop or taxi back?
Stop.
Clear to land runway 36. You're number 2 to follow Cessna.
Clear to land.
Okay, good. We can make up for some of that here. Watch your airspeed now. And remember, too, I mean, commercial pilot doesn't have an ACS yet, but PTS, I'm still asked to hold my airspeed, right? Which is my maneuvering speed in this case. So I've got to be watching that as well. I can't just crank the nose up and use that to gain altitude and lose so much of my maneuvering speed. So I'm going to have to give it a little bit of power as well there, lower that nose some. And this isn't as responsive as you think. I mean, you've moved it a lot, but we haven't moved the needle here a whole lot, nor do we hear or feel that performance increase just yet either. Right? So something else just to think about. Steep turns are perhaps, there's some wake, good job. Steep turns are perhaps the hardest thing when I was learning to fly this airplane. They're the hardest thing to do.
You can feel it falls off. It wants to fall off one way or the other.
Absolutely it does. Stall, slow fly, it all came very easy in this airplane. Man, but steep turns are just hard. And when I get into a new airplane, that's what I like to do. Steep turn, slow flight, stalls, kind of that sequence, and go through it that way to learn it. Give me a left turn heading due south, please. I'll bug you for that.
All right, left turn heading south.
Let's, you can go ahead and bring us back to a cruise. You can go all the way on up power-wise. We're going to go into, let's do the fun stuff, which is some single-engine operations here. That's what we're really after, and I promise you, 75% of your multi-engine check ride will be done on one engine. That's just how it is. And in your case, it's going to be single-engine approaches as well. It's going to be a lot with an A-horse failure. It's going to be a lot. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at you. But we're going to start small and working on these failures real quick here. So my flight controls for a moment.
You have the controls?
I have the flight controls. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and show you how this airplane performs in that single-engine type environment and how we work to troubleshoot it. So where we start is we'll simulate it with just the throttle. I'm going to kill what's known as our critical engine, which is our left engine. We can do a whole ground lesson on why that's the critical engine. Because we're not counter-rotating like a Seminole would be. We have a legit critical engine. So when I fail one, I like it to normally be the critical engine, as crazy as it sounds, but I'm prepping for a worst-case scenario. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring that engine back to, I want you to follow me on the rudder pedals. You can follow me on the yoke as well. Now, let's just look forward and focus on, what can I pick out here?
Heading. I got a piece of ground
I got a lake way out there. There's some smoke to the right. We're going to just, without even looking down when I'm doing the throttle, we're going to work to keep the airplane flying straight. That's always the game plan, right? So we'll bring this left throttle back to idle. Feel us yaw. And I'm working now to gear warning horn. I'm going to leave the horn for just a second. I'm working to keep it straight. Now follow me on the rudders.
I can feel how much right rudder you got, yeah.
You don't skip leg day when you're doing multi-engine stuff, right?
Right.
So I got heavy, but my left leg is right here doing nothing. So what we say is dead leg, dead engine. Meaning the leg that's doing nothing is typically the engine that is dead. And how would I confirm that? Well, I could go look at, oh, look, okay, geez, okay, confirmed. Now, obviously, we'd go through our entire checklist in this, which would be, we simulate this as mixture rich, props full forward, check everything, ignition's on, fuel's on, okay. I'm confirming left engine. I confirmed by bringing the throttle back first, which is already back, and this is a real situation. Didn't do anything. Okay, it's my left engine. We can't feather in this case. We'll bring it to what they call zero thrust, which basically just turn the gear warning horn off, and I'm flying single engine right now. But I'm maintaining, I actually climbed up too much, and I'm at, almost 4,000 feet in Florida, in the fall time, but still dealing with density altitude here. So I'm flying the airplane. The airplane flies fine in the single engine environment. There's nothing to be totally worried about, totally freaked out about. That maximum of, oh, where does the one good engine take it? Seeing the crash. That's not true. In some cases where you're heavily loaded, it certainly could be, but for the most part, the airplane flies awesome. We can even get a little climb going in the single engine environment with single engine landings and everything else. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and recover. That's how we as we bring throttle up, we alleviate that rudder stress as well. And go about that way. You're a little bit out of trim, but I'm going to give you the airplane anyways here. So you have the flight controls.
I have the controls.
You have the flight controls. Again, you're here out of trim. I apologize. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. And just take me right towards that road, right towards that smoke out there, okay?
I got you.
And I want you to just do, instinctively, whatever it takes to keep us flying that direction, okay? I'm going to go ahead and we're going to fail an engine.
927 Gulf Hotel, downwind, dispatch numbers.
Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead now and troubleshoot. Now this is not a time to be going, alrighty, we got to have our flow check done. So in our case it'd be, again, we pretend these are good.
Gas, spark.
Exactly.
Right.
Everything.
Fuel valves.
Yep, we run through, we can verify with our checklist, certainly, when you have our flow. Verify. I'm looking at my left side, my engine gauges are telling me I don't have anything on the left side. I would verify by bringing that left throttle back and going about that way. All right, and we do that. Okay, there it is. Which engine would you feather then, Tom? We'd say
I would feather the left engine.
Exactly, feather the left engine. Let's go ahead and give you zero thrust.
Right, so what?
There you go. And now you're flying the engine, or flying single engine. Give me a left turn heading 120, please. Just and treat it like slow flight. Just baby our way over there. There's no need to rush.
All right, left turn 120, and it's holding altitude pretty well.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of back. There we go. I can trim that off a little bit.
Hey, if anything, we're busting our altitude because we're climbing too much. What a problem to have,
Yeah.
I'm not faulty. I'm just making a point that, geez.
Yeah.
Thing does well.
37 Pop, your traffic's turning a short final now.
All right, you're looking good.
There is 120.
All right, give me a right turn now, back towards that smoke. I don't know what that was, like Ducel just about.
Yeah, it was like just about 180.
But the airplane,
I can see just like in slow flight. With this case scenario, I'm a little bit more rudder to get the turn going.
Yeah, a little more rudder to get the turn going. You're keeping us nice and coordinated and everything else. And something that can help us with some side slip is, and you're noticing it now, in a right turn it's a little bit easier because we get that left engine. We always teach to raise the dead engine just slightly, just not even 5 degrees, just
and I almost found myself doing it just to hold that a little better. Yeah.
And that's the thing that I tell people. If you're an instinctive pilot, I teach people by looking outside. That's why I give you, look at that smoke and just do whatever it takes to keep flying that way. And instinctively, that rudder pressure, instinctively you raise the dead engine because you feel the airplane. You don't, this is your first hour in this airplane, and you just know how to feel an airplane. And that's why I tell people, like, flying by the seat of your pants is certainly a real thing, as silly as that sounds. And learn these types of things. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and restore that. Now, actually I'll let you do it so you can feel the relationship to rudder to throttle as well. So if you wanna go ahead and do that.
All right, so, oh yeah.
Yeah, you feel it right away, huh?
Yeah, you feel it kicking in there.
Hold short, running 36.
Again, once we had everything stabilized, we can bust out the checklist, confirm and verify everything, and kind of go about it that way. Certainly something else to do. Yep, everything's all set, so looking great. All right, cool.
Then this thing's got so much power, I keep climbing.
Exactly. What a problem to have, huh? You can start to bring us down just a hair if you want. Just
that's what I'm doing.
Nose it down a little bit.
Little descent.
We're kind of coming up to a new area here, so let's kind of knock out a new little clearing turn here. Let's just do a shallow turn to the left, like a 1-2-0 type head for me real quick.
We'll do a left turn, clear down below.
Good.
Above. Out in the distance.
Looking good. You can roll us out about here. Hold this heading here for just a second. We'll continue to descend down just a little bit. All right, what just happened?
We lost an engine.
Okay, we lost an engine, all right.
I don't know. We could have.
Okay, you're flying the airplane. This is good. This is a great chance to troubleshoot, Tom, so let's go through what we just talked about.
All right, so.
All right, we said mixture's good. Let's go props, full forward. That's all, that's set.
Props.
Throttle's all up, that's not the issue, okay. Let's look, ignitions are all on, that's set. Let's check engine gauges. Do I see any indication on my engine gauges what might have happened?
Oh, no.
Okay. Let's continue to troubleshoot a little bit further, then all of a sudden we get over here.
We lost fuel pressure.
I lost fuel pressure, left side, okay? But I say dead leg, dead engine. Which engine did we lose then, Tom?
We lost the right engine. No, we lost the left engine.
Yeah, there you go. Dead leg, dead engine. Confirm that by seeing that here.
I got no fuel pressure, but I'm still showing RPM.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't that fascinating, huh?
Yeah.
Right, but good to learn this. So I'm showing we have no fuel pressure on the left. I'm showing my left leg is doing absolutely nothing. Remember, dead leg, dead engine. It's the leg that's doing nothing. This leg's doing all the work.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pull
verify that for me. Go ahead and bring that back. Did anything change? No? Okay, you can leave it back. Tom, go ahead and feather the left engine for me, please.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull the prop on that left engine, and it is back.
All right, this is your one moment to peek outside.
Oh my God, the engine has stopped.
There you go. So we're flying around just with a ceased.
And it went nice and horizontal. Isn't that sweet?
Pretty cool, huh? So we're flying around. You can bring that throttle just to kill that gear warning horn. And now we're flying around, Tom, with a legit.
With only one engine.
Pretty cool, huh? Okay, we want to raise that dead engine just a little bit as we're flying straight and level. You want to kind of split the ball a little bit too, about 5. There you go. Perfect. How much easier? Climbing at 200 feet per minute now at almost 4,000 feet. With it feathered out there. Did you feel how much easier it was once it stopped windmilling, though?
Did.
Well, people don't realize how much drag a windmilling propeller really causes. So just something else to really think about, really to discern. So let's go, and we'd run through our checklist, and we'd say, okay, we should troubleshoot everything. I feathered it. We could go ahead. We could actually, lock down the engine, turn pumps off, everything else like that, and set it up. But we've got everything set there. So let's go ahead now, and let's restart that engine in this case. How did I fail that engine? I went straight to the fuel selector. That's the easiest way to do it, give you a realistic failure as well with that. So we'll go ahead and we'll go fuel selector is going to come back on. That's back on. Pump's going to come back on. That's all set. We can bring us out of a feather now, and you can bring that on up. Okay, you can bring it to, we're at about idle where it's at now. Pumps are on, ignitions are on, everything's set. Restart checklist. Good. My friend, all you got to do is start it. You want to stay clear before you start it, just in case? Clear, prob. And press and hold for a bit. Feel it catch.
Almost.
And there she is.
There we go. And no choke on it?
Nope. No, she was warm, everything else.
Right.
Okay. Check our temperatures. Make sure we're still within our arc. We are. We're above 50. You can smoothly bring that throttle back all the way up. I'm getting a performance increase. I've got fuel pressure. Friend, you just shut down an engine and restarted in flight.
Wow.
Pretty cool stuff, huh?
Pretty cool stuff.
Legs alleviated now, everything's normal, back to normal, confirmed, back to normal. I mean,
normal.
And this is a common error here too, why we have a moment, that you might think you started that engine, but you just took it out of feather and it's still windmilling out there. So how can I confirm that's really, you know, looking, okay, I saw my manifold, I saw that rise, I saw this, everything's good to go, and I'm no longer holding that crazy right rudder there to make that happen.
All right, so I've pretty much confirmed.
Confirmed,
I can
up
look
and running.
outside, I don't see any props hitting still. All right,
Oh, fuel pump's coming off. There's your real test, right? And stabilized.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later.
To go, my friend. Pretty sweet, huh?
Yes, very sweet.
Awesome, awesome. Go ahead and give me a left turn heading north. I'll bug you for north.
All right, left to north.
So now you've got a great sneak peek into what it's going to look like when you go out and do your first multi-engine lesson. Listen, if you're an online ground school member of ours, you have great things coming ahead. Not only the CFI course, but as well as a multi-engine course, all coming to the online ground school very soon. If you're interested in checking that out or learning more for private, instrument, and commercial, the courses we currently have up, visit groundschoolacademy.com to check it out and learn more. I can't wait to read your comments underneath this video on Facebook, on YouTube, on MzeroA.com. You know, myself, our great team member here, will check all those out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and most importantly, remember, a good pilot is always learning. Have a great day, guys. See ya.